Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'll share with you the longest road trip in my Tesla Model Y. This is 2023 Tesla Model Y long range. It's our first time actually to take the long road trip with this Tesla Model Y long range, and I'm taking the road trip from Southern California, Riverside County, all the way to south of Denver, Colorado. I believe the distance it's about almost 1,000 miles one way. The reason I said one way because we are moving from Southern California to Colorado, so we are driving both cars, Model 3 and Model Y, from Southern California to Colorado. So this trip actually will be free of charge on all the superchargers because I still have a few thousand miles on my account. I got 10,000 miles free supercharging credits when I got this Tesla Model Y long range 2023 last December, so we're still using it. So tomorrow we'll be leaving really early after we done packing everything in the container, and then we'll just take off with Model 3 and Model Y probably as early as we could, and I'll try to share all the experience from the beginning to the end with you. We'll be stopping 2 nights at the hotel, so the first day will be driving about probably 6.5 hours, and then stop in Zion, probably just like the entrance of Zion National Park. So the second day we'll be driving again about 5.5 to 6 hours, and yeah, and the last day will be the less driving part of this road trip, probably 3 to 4 hours, and we should get to Colorado. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow early morning. Let's go. Good morning. It's about, let me see, 5:30 now. Alright, gotta use that yes, like wheel covers. This is the most efficient wheel covers by far. This has got to be the one for this road trip. Alright, let's go inside. As you can see here, I charged the car up to actually 100% last night, but it was kind of hot, so got it dropped to 99%. Let me show you real quick. I already reset the trip that we are going to use, the trip meter that we are going to use right here. As you can see, Denver trip, so all 000. We are going to use these numbers at the end of this awesome road trip, and yeah, and I'll just drive as normal, you know, how would I normally drive on the road trip. Probably use most of the autopilot most of the way, and it's already 5:30. We need to get out of here. As you can see, we all packed up, filled up both Model Ys and Model 3 over there for the moving. It's finally moving out of this house, and we are going to move to Colorado. Also, by the way, we will be using this refrigerator. It's awesome refrigerator. This will come in really handy on this road trip. Putting a lot of frozen stuff that we need to be frozen or need to be kept cold in this refrigerator. Keep it pretty good temperature, about 43 Fahrenheit. Alright, let's get going. We'll see you on the road. Let's go.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss.
Alright, we're finally out of the house. It took us a while to finalize everything. Look, it's already 6:30. So we are going straight to Prim, right by the border of California and Nevada. Hopefully we get there. Predicting 30% by the time we get to Prim. should be okay from here to Prim. Still have 94% battery. I got up on the freeway for a little bit now, but yeah. Right, it's a little later than we was hoping to leave the house, but hopefully we didn't hit any traffic from here. Alright, let's continue the trip.
Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray.
Alright, a little update here. So we're not going to the supercharge at Prim anymore because it's gonna take too long for us to get there for breakfast. We're gonna get too hungry, so we are going to stop by supercharge here in Baker, and it's gonna take us from now about an hour and 24 minutes and 100 miles. I want to show you something real quick. So this car usually get the average watt-hour per mile, as you can see here, about 200. I would say at this speed we've been driving about 75 miles an hour. So at this speed we usually get like 250, 260, no more than 270 watt-hour per mile. But as you can see here, it's 376 watt-hour per mile. We've been driving for 43 miles now. Just want to share with you how much does weight affect your range, because we be adding a lot of clothes and all the stuff that we need to move to Colorado. I would say at least about 370 pounds or even 400 pounds added to the weight of the car for this trip. But yeah, that's the update. I'll see you at the supercharge in Baker. Let's continue.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss.
Alright, we are here at the superchargers in Baker, and we traveled so far 143 miles, and we used total energy of 40 kilowatt hours and average energy of 277. Actually, pretty impressive. I thought it would be a lot more. As you can see, I showed you earlier before, this car is really heavy. Right now we have so many clothes in here. We packed a few extra pounds than normally we don't normally do, because we actually moving the whole house to Colorado. That's why. So yeah, I love these wheel covers. You see the average energy wheel watt hours per mile. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, we're gonna go and charge it up and get some breakfast too. Let's go. And this one is actually version 2, 150 kilowatts. But we don't need that fast of the charger, because right now we are about 46%, as you can see, 46% state of charge right now. And we're gonna take time and have some breakfast, maybe half an hour, and then we should continue with the trip. It's pretty cool. Oh, they are opening up the new, I think that's a version 4 supercharger. It's still closed, but they should open up soon. So there'll be more chargers right here. Those are version 4 supercharger. I heard it's gonna be a little faster than the version 3, but as of now in Baker, all of them are version 2. Let's go and get some breakfast. Alright, we are back. Got a little bit to eat and some more juice here. So we get to 95%. Go with it for the first charge. Again, all of these supercharging on both cars we're getting for free for the whole trip, because I have like 7,000 something supercharging miles from purchasing this Tesla Model Y at the end of last year. Alright, we are continuing with the trip. Next supercharger will be Mesquite, and it will take us 2 hours and 30 minutes to go there. Yeah, let's continue with the trip. Alright, we still have at least more than an hour to go to the next supercharger to get the second charge, but we have to give you an update because we are, where are we, Isabel?
We're in Las Vegas!
That's right, we are in Las Vegas right now. We just arrived in Las Vegas, but we are not stopping by because it's gonna take us too long to get out of Las Vegas. That's why we will just pass by Las Vegas and skip it and go to the next supercharge. It's pretty cool though. We haven't been here for a while, but always exciting city, Las Vegas. We'll just keep going. We'll see you. We'll keep continue the trip and see you at the next supercharger. Alright, so we just passed by Las Vegas for a little bit until I realized, so this is 2023 Tesla Model Y long range, and it has the battery capacity, usable capacity of 76.5. So I think we are at actually about 76 something, close to 76.5. So far we drove. This is the whole usable capacity of this car, and we got 256 miles on this trip. See, it just passed to 77 kilowatt hours. So for the full usable capacity of this car, we got 256 miles. It's not a lot, I know, but we've been driving about 79-80 miles for a while too. And I want to remind you again, we have a whole bunch of stuff in the car. It's really heavy, at least 200-300 pounds extra for the road trip. So that's why we got only 257 for the full charge or the full usable capacity of this car on the battery. Alright, let's go and continue with the trip. We almost there. It's 47 minutes to the second supercharge. Oh well, we're stuck in traffic right now in the middle of nowhere. But guess what? We have this karaoke. We'll kill the time. Hopefully not that long, so we can keep singing while we're stuck in traffic. And here we go. Alright, we just arrived at Mesquite charging station in Nevada right here, and let me see the stacks. So far we traveled 315 miles and used total 94 kilowatt hours, and average energy is not bad, 299. We've been driving, not slow, not quite efficient as I would, but then we're here and we're almost there. I think only a couple hours to the hotel. We are going to stay at the gateway of Zion, Zion National Park. Let's charge up real quick. Let's go. Charge number 2. The supercharger, it's right by the casino right here. And there's no food here. We try to get food for lunch. Maybe we have to go in there. They have like buffet and stuff. Just leave the car to charge, and then we try to get lunch. It's 11:30. Probably get an early lunch so we can wrap it up and keep going. Let's go, Isabel. Let's go eat. All right. So we went to the casino over there. Not the best place to get food because the buffet closed. Restaurants pretty much don't have anything to eat, so we just walk around and then charge the car up. I think we stay like half an hour Now we got back up to 87% for the battery. It's pretty fast charger here, level 3, I mean version 3, but we still have to leave and then go to McDonald's, probably get lunch. Not a good location to charge exactly because the food, you can't get the food around here. I mean, if you just charge it and get going, you don't need food, it's okay. Just gonna leave and you know, done with the supercharge here. This is number 2 for us. Stay for half an hour. Yeah, plenty to keep going. So we have about an hour 11 minutes to the next destination, which is our destination for today, because we're staying right here really close to Zion National Park, but we're not going to Zion. We don't have much time. We're just gonna stay here, walk around a little, get some pictures, stay for a night, and the next morning we'll just start the trip again. As you can see here, it's no charge. I wish I could show you how much we spent, so you have a better idea for this longer trip. This is like 1,000 miles road trip. Right, back on the road. I wish there was some food just right by the supercharger, but there's not. We had to drive back like half a mile to get food to eat, and we can continue the trip. So as you can see, we only like an hour away from our hotel, right by the gateway of Zion National Park. So we should be there within an hour. And oh, I forgot to mention, the whole trip I put the car on chill mode because I just want to be as efficient as possible. I can't just keep driving like 75 miles an hour the whole trip. Like right now, speed limit is 75, as you can see. I'm putting the autopilot on 78 max. Alright, let's continue with the trip. I'll see you at the hotel. We should be okay. By the time we arrive at the hotel, will be 57% on the battery, and this hotel actually has the destination charger for Tesla. Let's go. Alright, we finally made it to the hotel. Let me see what we have so far for the trip. So we travel 378 miles and 115 kilowatt hours we used, and the total average energy is 305. That's a lot. Again, there were a bunch of stuff in the car, and yeah, it was fun. And you know, we could have made it here with just one supercharge. But the good news is the hotel right here has a destination charger, which is awesome. I'm just gonna park here and charge at the hotel, and then we'll just walk around and see these beautiful views at the Zion National Park. Let's charge her up. Alright, gotta plug in and charge. Pretty awesome. Let me change. Yep, we got max 48 amps right here. So we're getting 7 kilowatt. Let me see. 40, 34, 35. We got here with 59% on the battery, getting full 10 kilowatt. Not only we got one car free supercharge, so we're leaving tomorrow. We get full 100% charge on both Model Y and Model 3 here. It's pretty awesome. Let's go check in the hotel. Alright, let's go check out the views. Wow, look at the views. Very beautiful. definitely worth it to stop by Zion National Park area. For sure. It's hot out here. Let's go back to the hotel. Good morning. We are still here at Zion Gateway. This is awesome hotel to come. This is La Quinta Zion Gateway. They have 4 Tesla destination charger over there. I was lucky we went out to eat and come back. We still have 2 spots for both of our cars to charge up last night. So I got up to 95%. Let me show you. Oh, by the way, look at that beautiful views over there. It's awesome. All right, let me see. Got up to 95% and we are ready to go. Let's unplug it and continue with our journey. Let me show you the overall stacks. So far we travel almost 400 miles over here. Denver trip, 396 miles, and total energy we use 120 kilowatt hour, and average energy is not that bad because we came up the mountain yesterday to come to this spot. 303 watt hour per mile. But yeah, this is awesome trip so far. All right, let's continue with our journey. Going like almost 80 miles an hour. Look at the truck over there. Driving like probably 83 miles an hour. Usually the trucks drive like 70 miles an hour. That one is one fast driving truck. We've been driving like 80 miles, 78 miles an hour for a while now. So we've been using a lot of energy. Oh, by the way, we should have like 36% on the battery left when we get to the next supercharge. So that's 103 miles away. Alright, a little update here. The original plan supercharger, as you can see, it's really small supercharge in Richfield, Utah. Only is 4 stall and it's 150, so that's a version 2 supercharge. So we'll change the plan to go to, I think we're going to this one, Beaver, Utah, that have 24 stalls, and that is version 3, 250 kilowatt. So we're just gonna change and go there. So it'll be closer, but we will make sure that we have supercharging station to charge. So from there we don't have to stop Richfield anymore. We'll go to the next one after, but it will only take 28 minutes and 33 miles from here to Beaver, Utah for the supercharge, and we still have plenty of charge left. We just stay for a little bit and then keep going. Let's go. Okay, we are at Beaver, Utah supercharger. So it tells us to do a 15 minutes, and my car did not change the destination to Beaver before. It still tried to get us to that red Richfield, and if we went there then we would have been waiting to get to charge, and slower charger too. My wife's car however redirected us to here because she called me, hey, what's going on, why they changed it. But my car did not change. Actually my car's a newer car, and I think we have the same software update on the car. Anyways, we're gonna stop and charge probably a little bit more than 15 minutes and continue with the trip. Let's go. Alright, let's charge her up. So this is supercharger number 3 actually. We didn't count that free destination Tesla destination charge at the hotel. Yeah, I'm glad we stopped by at the Beaver Supercharger here in Utah because it has a lot more shops and restaurants options. There's one restaurant over there and all the snacks we need, and also really clean bathroom here. So I would recommend Supercharger here if you need to stop by. Now we're at 90%. I think we were out for like 20 minutes, but we didn't stay any longer more than we needed to. We just walk around, stretch the legs, got some snacks, and the next stop is in Green River. Let me show you Green River over there. So it's gonna take 2 hours and 43 minutes from here and 186 miles. We should be fine and plenty of charge. Okay, let's unplug it and continue with our trip. Let's go.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew.
Alright, we finally got here to Green River Superchargers. It's off the highway a little bit here, as you can see there. So we had to drive out from here to here, and it's right here. So, but at least when we're done charging, we don't have to go back there. We just continue with the trip this direction. So it said to charge 10 minutes. Now it's 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. We're gonna park here and charge longer because we need to get lunch for everybody. And the next stop would be La Quinta in the Grand Junction. So that will be the last 1.5 hour drive before we get there, and we'll stay for a night. Let's get charged. Let's start the charge right now. So this is 250, I believe. This is version 3 Supercharger. Alright, we got here with 25%, as you can see. It just initiate this charge, and yeah. So far the drive was really not tiring at all. The reason why we were doing a 2-night stop, because I tried to make it the least painful for my daughter and my mother-in-law as possible, and we don't get too tired. Just try to make it a fun road trip of this move from California to Colorado. So that's why we're gonna stop again tonight and relax. Not much to do over there in Grand Junction, but the drive from Zion to here was incredible. Like certain part of the drive I was really sleepy and tired, but then I saw the views on the side of the road was while I'm driving here was crazy beautiful. All the canyons and mountain, but yeah, it's awesome. All right, so we're gonna charge up for at least like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, however long it takes for us to get some lunch. We'll see you later. Alright, let's continue the trip. The food was awesome. I highly recommend this place if you come to get the charge over there. So we are only an hour and 24 minutes away and 103 miles from the hotel in Grand Junction. And yeah, let's continue. Alright, we are here at the La Quinta Hotel in Grand Junction. Unfortunately, they don't have destination charger here. Oh, that's sad, but that's okay. We have 49% of the battery left, and tomorrow when we leave the next supercharger from here, it's about 44 miles away, so it's not that bad. We have plenty of charge left. We have what, 159 miles, but that's not accurate. I would say 100, close to 120. The next charger is also a version 3 supercharger, 250 kilowatt, so it should be okay. We're just gonna park here tonight, and let me show you the current status on the trip so far. As you can see here, Denver trip, we traveled way past a halfway mark, so we traveled 775 miles and total energy of 229 kilowatt hour, and average energy is not bad at all, 295 watt hour per mile. Again, I'm using this, let me show you real quick. Yes, lad, your covers right here. They are really efficient indeed, super efficient, because we've been driving like at least, you know, average of 80 miles an hour almost the whole time from Utah to here. So we are here already in Colorado finally. Alright, so change of plan here. We had to come out and get some food to eat for dinner anyway, so we had to, so might as well just, you know, get supercharger done. There's one supercharger stations right here in Grand Junction, and there's also a Rivian charging station too here. This one, it's really small, and I believe this is 120 kilowatt hours. Is version 2, so we're gonna charge here and then grab food to eat. It's pretty cool mall in here. This is charging number 5. Let's go charge it. Check inside. Something wrong. Right, it took a while because this is the older version, so it took a little bit longer to activate the charge. Probably charged to 90%, so we don't have to go charge tomorrow. So we save time tomorrow to go charge to the closest supercharger, so we can just charge the one further out. I'm just done eating. Should be done pretty soon. Check out the Rivian charger right here. It's pretty cool. Got a few Rivians charging right here. We have R1T and R1S, 2 R1Ts. Really nice silver over there. Yeah, it should be done soon. Where we got up to 94%. I think I'm just gonna stop right here. We have enough, actually enough, to go all the way to our destination. So as you can see, oh, actually tell us to go to Edwards to charge, and then yeah, I think we have plenty of charge. Let's go. Right, charge number 5 is done. Too bad we didn't have a free charging at the hotel, but yeah, this should be enough. We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Grand Junction. So this is our last day of this road trip. So from here to Colorado, our destination would be about 45 minutes or 40 minutes south of Denver. From here to there, it would take, if we don't stop at all, it would take about 4 hours without stopping. So today will be a shortest trip, because those 2 trips that we stopped were about 6 hours without stopping, without stop charging. Include all the stop charging and lunch would be, I would say, 7.5 hours. But today's, we are going, since we're leaving here, hopefully we can leave here before 8:30. Right now is, let me see, is 7:45, so we haven't got a breakfast yet. We'll get a breakfast and then we will leave, and we'll stop one stop. I believe it's called Edwards City, and they'll have supercharger there. just one single stop and then we'll go, because there's no food stop. We just do a charging stop and bathroom and just walk around a little bit, and then we should get to Colorado or our destination quickly. Hopefully less than 5 hours, include everything. Oh, one more thing, let me show you why we got a PPF on both Model 3 and Model Y. Let me show you a Model Y first. So this is the impact from the bugs and everything from this road trip so far. Look at that. It's like a murder scene out here. It's crazy. Front end. You don't see a lot really clear on this metallic midnight silver, but let me show you on my Model 3. It's white, so much easier to see. Look at that. Oh my god, look at those bugs. Yeah, I mean, one single road trip could ruin your whole bumper. That's why we got, at least I would, I suggest get a front bumper PPF if you ever gonna plan for a road trip. I mean, at least you're gonna do one road trip, right, when you own a Tesla. Right, we're done with breakfast and we already 8:40. This is what happened when you move the whole family to a different state. It's usually takes time to do everything, stopping to eat, bathroom, but yeah, at least we're leaving before 9 o'clock. So it's gonna take us almost 2 hours to get to Edwards, and we should get there by 10:39. It's gonna be a quick charge. Let me show you. It's at 5 minutes charge, but we're probably gonna charge a little longer to make sure we don't get too low by the time we get to our destination. We're probably gonna charge for like 15-20 minutes. We need a bathroom break anyways. Alright then, let's continue with our journey. Here at Edwards supercharger. Looks really new, this one. Right, so it said to charge 5 minutes. We're gonna stay a little longer, walk around. There are plenty of shops here: Starbucks, Wendy's, Market. They even have the Electrify America over there, and this one is level 3 supercharger, and we probably charge here for 15-20 minutes. We are at 37% for the batteries right now, so we should be able to get up to maybe 80%, 85% for this charge. Let's charge it up. Alright, this is probably supercharge number 6. It would be number 7 if I counted the one at the hotel, the free charge at the hotel. Well, these are all free supercharging anyways from buying this Tesla Model Y in last year December. Alright, so the price here is pretty good. Actually 33 cents per kilowatt hour right now at the moment at Edwards, Colorado. We're pretty close. After this, it will take us 1 hour and 57 minutes to go to our destination. So 116 miles. It will be really quick. As you can see now, we have 39% and we're getting 174 kilowatt. Wrap it up pretty quickly. So we should get up to speed really fast. We need to go use the bathroom and walk around real quick. We'll see you when we come back. Alright, we got 85% so far, and we added 38 kilowatt hours to the car. 280 miles. I would say 220 would be more accurate. And yeah, this is a beautiful drive. Wow. The drive here was probably the best drive so far, coming from from the hotel to here. It's awesome view. Look at the view back there. But yeah, our charger almost done. My wife's back. Everybody's back from the bathroom. We are going to continue. This is the last session for charging. We're gonna go straight to our destination next, and let's continue with our journey. See you at our destination next. Alright, we're stuck in the traffic. On the way here, there's a whole bunch of constructions and we gotta slow down. So it's 12:56, almost 1 o'clock now. So we have to stop by and get some lunch. An awesome hot dog. Yeah, we stopped by Georgetown right here. We almost there. Only 56 minutes and 51 miles left. We should be there before 2 o'clock, hopefully. Probably by 2. Right, back on the road. I love how the Tesla navigation help you calculate the elevation change. As you can see here, we at 58% and we still have 39 miles left, and it's at 52% when we get to our destination. You can see we are going downhills a lot, and we have been getting a lot of regen, going 38 miles. Where we're coming from, I think we've been going downhills at least a few, like 15-20 miles just straight coming downhills. That's why it helps us calculate only little energy used for that many miles. Yeah, pretty awesome. Let's continue with the trip. We should get there pretty soon, finally. Let's go. Finally here. Alright, I'll just unpack everything and then I'll come back with the conclusion and the whole experience and the stacks of this whole road trip from California to Colorado. Okay, while I'm unloading everything, forgot to mention, so the whole trip I had this on, but not quite the whole trip, because every time we stop by the hotel we would take all the stuff and put in the hotel refrigerator, and then when we continue the trip I'll just turn on the refrigerator again, and while I drive we've been using this the whole trip, except when we're staying at the hotel. Let's see, we have a lot of frozen stuff in here, and it's still really cold, and some of this stuff is still frozen. Actually, I didn't set it really high, so we don't use a lot of energy, so I set it to 35 degree Fahrenheit the whole time, and yeah, it works really well. This thing is so awesome. I love this sub-trunk refrigerator. And also one more thing I forgot to mention before I left for the trip, I reinstalled my original this retractable sunshade for the roof, which has been really good. It's been really helpful. Keep the temperature inside the car always nice and cool, even when we park or even when we drive. I couldn't have it all closed all the time because I have that mount for the camera, but it still helps a lot for the whole trip. Alright, let me unload everything, come back. Alright, I'm done unpacking pretty much, unloading pretty much everything from the car. Let's talk about the stacks. Let's check out the stacks from the apps here. So I left the house, the day I left the house, right here, so I would say 190, probably 90 kilowatt from the supercharger, because the rest are that free charge from the hotel, and 118 from supercharger, and the last one was 41 kilowatt hours from supercharger. So the total it's about 259 kilowatt hours. So average from there to here, I would say about multiplied by 40, about 42 cents, $108. So if I were if I had to pay for all that superchargers for the whole trip, which is 1,042 miles, that's the whole trip. The total energy used, kilowatt hours, and that's, we pay about $100.78. That's really, even had to pay for charging. That is really awesome. I mean, compared to gas, forget it. You never get to pay that little. And this is the trip, the whole trip that we took. So the total distance 1,042 miles, and total energy 298 kilowatt hours, and the average energy is really good. I'm surprised because we went up the mountain and down a lot, especially up, and I was driving not slow. I was driving average speed probably about 78 miles an hour, and yeah, that's the total energy, average energy 286. All right, so with 286, let me show you real quick. So the average 286. So this car has 76.5, so that's kilowatt hours. So that's kilowatt, and divide by 286, you get 267 miles for one single charge. If I would have drove 120. So one full tank for the battery for this trip, especially just this trip. This car can drive 267 miles, which is not a lot compared to what Tesla show you 330. But again, just to remind you, my car was full packed with clothes and all the stuff that we were packed and moved from California to Colorado, plus the refrigerator was activated the whole time I was driving. So that's another reason that we got that much average energy. Without all of those stuff, I'm pretty sure it would come down to like I would say about 260 something. But yeah, these wheel covers work great. This is from Tesla. Again, I'll put the link for these wheel covers again. I mean, I love the design, but what I love more about these wheel covers are the efficiency. As you can see from this trip, with all the stuff in the car, with the refrigerator, and with the speed that I was driving, which is really awesome. It was an awesome road trip indeed. 1,000+ miles with this 2023 Tesla Model Y long range with no single issue with the car at all. The tires pressure was stable the whole time. The car never have issue with the heat. The heat pump works great, and the temperature, I think average temperature the whole way from there to here about, I would say 82 degrees. In the height of probably 95, and in the lows of probably I would say 70. And both car actually, my 2021 Model 3 over there didn't have any issue at all. And again, the reason why we got two Teslas was much because of the supercharger infrastructure. As you can see in the video, every single time we went to supercharger to charge the car, never ever one single issue with the supercharger at all. I didn't see one that's broken. They all usually works. And yeah, so road tripping with Tesla, probably the easiest to do, and the car would usually tell you what to do, where to charge, how long to charge. We usually stay a lot longer because we have my daughter and my mother-in-law, you know, it takes time to do stuff. But yeah, I mean, even with the regular car, we would have done the same thing, the same stop. the same amount of time that we would have driven from California to Colorado, but that's probably the longest road trip in any car in my experience. And I love experience with Tesla Model Y because most of the time I wasn't driving the car, you know, on autopilot. I would say about 75 to 80% the car was on autopilot. Just that one last trip from, I think from before we get here to Colorado, from the Grand Junction to here, I was driving a lot with that canyon road, you know, a lot of twists and turns, but it was fun. Kept me awake, and yeah, it was an awesome trip. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video. I'll make sure to put all the links that I mentioned, all the stuff that I put on the car that helped with this trip, in the description down below. And don't forget to click like if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.